What's up, YouTube? So, today's topic, I'm gonna talk about on how to make your life better, or how to improve your life, or the steps I like to take, or any things I've learned on how to like just get better results in life, how to become more disciplined, how to become more healthier, and how to become more like more energetic, just have more motivation throughout life, and how to be again how to find your passions. So this video topic is gonna be about self help and self development and habits and how to build better habits and what steps to take. I'm also gonna talk about some health benefits as well. So let's get to it, right? So I don't know where to start, but the main thing on how to improve your life, on how to make your life better, is one, you need to eat healthy. So health, if you're watching this, I'm already knowing that you guys are aware. Health is extremely important. You have to eat healthy. You have to drink clean liquids in order for you to function better throughout life, right? And that's a no-brainer. We all know this, but it's easier said than done. If it was easy, a lot of people would be doing it, right? But it's not. Yeah, some people are obese. Some people have health problems, and some of people who have health problems is out of their control through life circumstances or it's genetics or how they were born with, right? Which is unfortunate. But this video is more so talking about if you have no like genetic dysfunctions or just anything like that, but if you have bad habits when it comes to eating, or you tend to just have bad habits when it comes to eating, or it's bad addictions as well, or if we tend to like gain a lot of weight, or we tend to like lose a lot of weight, or if you like have a tough time functioning well, then this video is for you. So like, obviously, you need to eat healthy, eat clean, right? So drink a lot of water. Try to stay away from sugary drinks. I know you guys heard this already, but it's true. Get away from these sugary drinks. Now it gets tricky. Some people may say Powerade is good for you, or Gatorade. At the end of the day, it has a lot of sugar, but there are healthier types when it comes to these drinks. So what you got to do is this, right? So just to start off from the basics. To be honest, like, disregard and understand every human body is unique. All of our bodies work differently. Some people may need more sugar than others, so it just depends. But it's from my own opinion, it's from my own experiences. So, and again, I'm not a doctor or professional, so you don't have to follow my advice. I'm just making a video on the things I've experienced. But start off drinking a lot of clean water. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Some people eat meat, some people are vegan. It gets tricky, but try to eliminate as much like chips, junk foods, GMO foods as much as you can. Drink a lot of water. Stay away from sugary drinks. Intake more fruits and vegetables, or add more fruits and vegetables to your diet. If you eat meat, try to eat more organic, clean meats. Eat more. Don't eat like microwave meats. Eat cooked meats, but like try to eat meats that has less fat in it. That's more protein. Like me personally, I'm vegan and vegetarian, so I don't eat meat like that. But if I were to eat meat, usually I'll pick just try to find meat that's whole and organic. Like sometimes I'll eat chicken, but I'll make sure like I eat chicken that's whole and organic, so I get the most protein out of it. Or you can eat fish, you know. And I understand there's what's the word? People may view certain foods differently, because some people may say fish is good for you. Other people may say fish is bad for you because fish contains a lot of mercury, or just a lot of fish contains a lot of bad things to it, because they're from the sea, they're from the ocean, so they're gonna consume a lot of trash. You know what I'm saying? So fish naturally they have a lot of bacteria, but I don't know. It just depends. But if you are gonna eat meat, just try to eat as much clean and organic as possible. So drink clean water, eat clean organic meats, and if you don't eat meat, just add more fruits and vegetables to your diet. Now I know it gets tricky. Some people say it's all about iron. You be iron deficiency, you can have all this shit, right? But it is what it is. Just do your own research. But if you're watching this video, if you have common sense, you know what you take and not take. So eat healthy, clean, have clean water. Now, another step to make your life a lot better and more stable is to work out. You know, go for a run outside, because go for a run, and you can work out too. You can lift weights. Always make your body stronger, and always go out for a run. You know, always do full body stretching exercises as well. So like Don't never underestimate stretching. So like you don't have to stretch every day, but you should add it to your weekly schedule. You know, because if you, I'm not talking about any type of stretches like full body yoga stretches. It's always good to relax the body because when you're stretching, you're releasing a lot of tension and stress from the body. Also, try meditation as well. You don't have to do it every day, but add it like during the weekends or add it to your schedule as well. Because when you meditate, you're gonna be less stressful. It's gonna make you more calm. It's gonna make you more relaxed. Not fully, but it's gonna help a lot. You're gonna see drastic improvements. It's gonna help you remain in the present moment, and it's gonna make you just more mentally clear, mentally sharp. So just like it's gonna slow down your heartbeats and your heart rates. There's just so many benefits to it when you're doing meditations and you're doing full body stretches. So add yoga stretches and add meditations to your plan. You can do it after you're working out too. So make sure you go out for runs. Make sure you lift weights. This video's kind of all over the place, but you should definitely try meditations because if you're becoming an adult, if you're dealing with like money restrictions or not money restrictions, but if you're dealing with like monies or like bills, payments, like relationships in general, it's always important to just meditate and to release as much stress from the body as much as possible. Stretching and meditation both go hand in hand because both of its main purposes is to release stress. When you're stretching the body, you're relaxing all of your muscles, and then your muscles, like if your muscles are tight, if you never stretch, you're not releasing all that stressful energy. You're not releasing all that. So this is why it's important to do full body stretches. You can stretch your fingers, you can stretch your neck, stretch your arms and all that, stretch your legs, all that shit, right? Then do long meditations, not just short meditations, long ones. Don't meditate without music. Some people use binaural beats, that's fine, but like more so try to practice meditations without any music. Just go in a dark room, or you can do it in the light or whatever, but me, I prefer to do it when it's dark or at nighttime because I don't want any lights hitting my eyelids and stuff, so I just like to relax in the dark. Just relax. Even during the daytime is good too, so try to add it to your schedule, but also, like I said, try to find ways to work out because the more you work out, the more you're healing the body, the more you're relaxing the body. So it's keep running, keep lifting weights. It's important to lift weights too because when you're lifting weights, it's always good to get strong. You never know what kind of situation life will put you through. Like, let's say you get into a fight, or like not get into a fight, but that's different. But let's just say you're trying to pick up heavy objects, or just if your job requires strength, or just anything in general. Or if you have kids, you want to play with your kids. Just anything in general. Those are probably like the worst examples, but this. Your body requires you to have strength. You need to lift weights. I'm not saying be Superman or Batman, but like just fucking like just build your body up, male or female. It's always good to build your body up. I feel like running is a lot more healthier than lifting weights because when you're running, you're building your cardiovascular strength. You're making your lungs a lot stronger, and I feel like when you're running, you're more so working on the insides of your body versus the outside. When you're lifting weights, you work on the outside of your body, right? But both is extremely important. But try to focus on running. I know some people may hate running. If you hate running, start off by running in treadmill, but more so try to practice running outside. I know it's tricky because it's cold outside, especially in the winter, but especially when just try to find ways, like try to wear like a sweater or a beanie, try to warm up, and just go for runs outside. But especially when it's during the summer, just try to go for runs. I know you may not like it at first, but as you keep being consistent, you're going to see better results. And then when you see better results, it's eventually going to become fun. Don't compare yourself, and then you'll be surprised on the amount of results you're going to get. Also, I also like to mention, add that to lifting weights as well. So like, build up your shoulders, build up your upper body strength, build up your lower body strength. And I know it's uncomfortable at first, but like I said, the more results you're going to get, the more pleased you will get with yourself. So that's one of the things to look forward to as well, So run, lift weights, meditate, stretching. Also, plan out your days. So never underestimate on setting your days up, like rescheduling or like setting a set schedule throughout every single day. What I've learned from other YouTubers and other coaches I like to learn from There's this guy named Dre Baldwin. I could leave his link down below, but Dre Baldwin, shout out to him. He's a YouTuber. His main his is talking about working on your game, being disciplined, setting yourself up for success. Right? He's very disciplined, and he mentioned on one of his videos that like the importance of remaining disciplined and setting your schedules up every single day because you don't want to go through life not knowing what you want to do, right? So this is why it's important to set schedules throughout the day. So you kind of got to be robotic in a way. Now, people may function differently. Well, personally, what works for me, I like to have a schedule towards like robotic for some reason. For some reason that works for me, but for you it may be different. So you just gotta try and find ways that works best for you. But at the end of the day, you have to set a schedule. You have to know what you want out of life. You have to know what you're doing every single day when you wake up, right? So write down a list on a piece of paper if you have to. Write down on your notes on your phone if you have to. You know, do what you got to do. You know, like like me, I gotta wake up at a certain time, work out, then eat breakfast. Then no, what I'll do actually is I'm just thinking of an example. So you can wake up early in the morning, go for a run, then do a full body yoga stretches, meditate, work on your breath work, um, eat breakfast, take a shower, brush your teeth, and then get your day started by either going to your work or if it's during the weekend, complete your errands and tasks you need to get done at a certain time or get off and over with, make phone calls that you need to get completed. Then once you're done, eat lunch, do your hobbies, do what you love. Like if you love writing, do that. If you love painting, do that. If you love doing art, do that. You know what I'm saying? Then once you're done with that, you could find some time to relax, or you could work on your college studies, or if you have a family, hang out with your family. Then, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you see where I'm getting at? It's what was at least that person I mentioned. You have a sense of urgency. You know what you want out of life. You know the things you need to get completed, and that's why it's so important throughout the days to know what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't underestimate the importance of taking your time out to enjoy yourself. Um, it's always good to enjoy yourself. You know, it's always good to be lighthearted. It's always good to release all that stress and all the burdens life has to throw at you. I'm not saying get distracted, but find ways that you love doing. That's why I mentioned hobbies. You know, whatever hobbies may be, if you enjoy doing it, then do it. You know, like drawing, painting, those are most of your passions. But like, it's always good to treat yourself. Like, if you got friends and family you really love to hang out with and be around with, hang out with them and be around them, and it's gonna make your life a lot more lighthearted. So always find things you look forward to. Always find things you enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you have a pet dog or if you have a pet animal, you know. And I actually got these from other people. They mentioned that like, if you spend time with your pet or spend time with your animals, because they're gonna bring that joy out of you. Or if you have a kid or a son that's like a toddler or a baby, spend time with them. You know, and find ways to where you could relax your mind and to release your thoughts. You know, find time where like you're just able to just enjoy life pretty much. You know, where you can find love and you can give love. You know what I'm saying? But also another thing is too, you can add to your life schedule is I would say online coaching. Now, when I mentioned online coaching and self-development, they do offer courses where you can pay money to subscribe to them. But if you're on a budget or if you don't really trust them like that financially, then, or if you don't like paying money, then you don't have to do that. But it could be simple as like just watching random YouTube videos or going through the internet and searching up coaching videos, or like self-development coaches, or like there's a channel called TED Talks. You can watch that. And, you just try to find mentors that you admire, or try to study your favorite person. I'm sure if you're watching this, every single human being, we all have like a favorite individual that we like to look up to. It could be either a famous athlete or like a self-help coach or like a famous person. If you're really drawn to someone, make sure you study that person 24/7. look at their habits, look at the things they like, look at the things they don't like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, not that, but study their habits, study what they're good at. And the more you study them, the more you're going to embody their energy. You're going to embody their habits, you know? It can be more than one person, you know? Me personally, I prefer, there are some courses that I personally pay money for so I can study them, so I can learn from them. It's like a life coaches that I like to buy online so I can learn from them. But you gotta be aware there are some scams out there. There are people who do like screw people over for money, so you gotta be careful with that. But that's why I mentioned you don't have to pay for like self-help development courses or life coaches. You don't gotta pay for it because there are just as much content online than there is for these courses, right? Just trying not to get scammed, but try to take time out of your day to subscribe to or try to find any person or group of people that inspire you to go farther in life. Study them, watch their content 24/7, and try to learn from them. And I feel like that's important because in life we all need guidance. I don't care how much of an expert you are. We all need guidance. That's why we're born with parents. That's why we're born with family members, because we all need guidance. Some people unfortunately are born with bad guidances, or like some people aren't with the right people. So this is why, this is why there's a saying: you are who you're around with, right? So let's just say, for example, everyone around your life isn't at your level like that. So this why, if that's the case, or like you just don't like being around people because you just don't agree on how they do things, or you just don't vibe with them. And then this is why it's important, like I mentioned earlier, to like try to find self-help coaches and try to subscribe to them and try to learn from them and try to develop better habits from them, and therefore it will make your life a lot better and you have that proper guidance. But just be careful who you follow, because you just don't want to get influenced or manipulated by people who's trying to put you in the wrong direction. So you got to use your discernment, you got to be logical and use common sense. But if you feel kind of iffy or like this person's sketchy, then don't subscribe to them at all, especially if they offer online courses. If you feel like it's a scam, don't do it. Or if you feel like it's not worth the money, don't do it. But like I said before, you don't have to spend money on it, because since we're in the information age, since we're in the internet age, you could look for billions, thousands of self-help coaches and life coaches and self-development coaches that can help guide you to lead to the right direction, to help motivate you and build you better habits when it comes to life, right? You can use me even, like me, my channel is all over the place, but I make a lot of self-help videos as well. You could go through my playlist and there's a section called self-help videos. You could watch these videos and it's free, you know what I'm saying? It's free content and you can learn to study from my self-help videos if you want, so it's stuff like that, so that's pretty much all I gotta say. Also focus on appearance. I'm about to end this video, but I am gonna make a part 2. I'm kind of in a rush right now, but another thing I like to add is hygiene and taking care of your body. Now, I didn't mention working out, running out, going outside, and I didn't mention taking care of physical and mental health, but this also comes to hygiene. It's always important to look clean, to smell clean, to be clean, right? Like, take time out of your day to, like, take a shower, take multiple showers a day, always brush your teeth, always clean your ears, always cut your nails, always cut your toenails, shave if you have to. Some people prefer having a beard, some people prefer having a stubble face. It depends on what you feel comfortable with. It depends on what you like, right? So I'm using my example. If you like shaving all of your facial hair, well, me, I just shave all my facial hair because of my job, but it's my job requirement. But if you prefer like shaving all of your facial hair, then make sure you do it every day so you can be clean, so you can look presentable. But if you like growing a beard, if you like growing facial hair, then make sure you trim it out, make sure it's clean, make sure it's like make sure it looks neat, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it every day, but if you have to, just do it here now and then. But it depends on the person. Some people like it like trimmed, some people don't, some people like it just growing out. Whatever works for you, just try to find hairstyles that fits you, that best works for you. At the end of the day, the purpose of hygiene, yes, it's to be clean, but it's also like so you can feel comfortable with yourself, you know what I'm saying? What may work for me may not work for you, and vice versa, what may work for you may not work for me. But yeah, just take time to shower, clean, because when you have clean hygiene, when you're constantly brushing your teeth, when you're constantly cleaning your skin, you're cleaning your body, you're trimming, you're cleaning your earwax, you're cutting your nails, you're adding like deodorant, spray, cologne here and there, having clean clothes. The more you're doing that, the more confidence you can have with yourself, and you're gonna feel better about yourself, and it's gonna, I feel like that's one of the most important parts when it comes to success. I know it's basic principles, but it's true. Just try to try to increase your hygiene. If you want to take a shower 3 times a day, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just clean your body. Always make sure you look presentable. It could be anything. It could be how you dress. It could be how you put yourself together. It could be having a haircut every 2 weeks. Do what you got to do. Try to invest in clean hygiene. Because it just feels good to go through life looking clean, feeling clean, and being clean. I like also another thing I like to add is to always clean your environment. So, always clean your house, always clean your room, always clean your car, because when you clean all that out, it's gonna make you more organized and it's gonna make you more focused. Know where your things are at, so you won't lose things. You don't want to lose like your car keys or things that are important or your documents because you have a dirty room. It's gonna make your life a lot more stressful. I feel like when you have a dirty environment, it's gonna make your results when it comes to life, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your dating, it's gonna make everything so unorganized. You don't want to have a chaotic mind. You want to have a peaceful mind. You want to have a more relaxed mind. You want to have a more relaxed state of mind. Because when you have a clean car, a clean room, just a clean environment in general, right? It's gonna make your life a lot more. It's gonna be easier for you to develop self better habits, like self-discipline. It's gonna make you more disciplined because you know where everything is at. You ain't gotta stress about, I gotta clean this, I gotta clean that. You're not gonna be able to lose your belongings. You're not gonna lose your things. You know where everything is at. So it's always important to always clean your car, always clean your room, always clean your house. And not only that, but like it's one of the best feelings in the world. It's one of the best feelings in the world where like after you had a long day of work, right? You're just tired, you're stressed, you're just exhausted from work because you've been working hard, right? Or just working in general, the average 9 to 5, or if you're done with your business, it's just very exhausting, right? So when you're done with that, you could just, it's one of the best feelings in the world, coming into your house, coming into your room, or going to your car and everything's clean, everything smells clean, you know where everything is at, and it's gonna make everything a lot more better. But also, when you have a clean environment, if everything's organized, you know how to start off your days, you know how to jumpstart your days, and you know how to it's just easier for you to wake up every day and get your day started, right? Overall, it's gonna change your life. I feel like having a clean environment is very underrated, so to try it out. If you're watching this, if you have a bad habit of cleaning your room, or like bad habit of making a mess, I recommend cleaning it. But not only that, but like I've always been around in like random people's cars or in their places, in their houses or in their rooms, and I've noticed everything's always a mess. Everything's always like, it smells nasty. Everything's all over the place, and like you don't want that. You don't want visitors coming into your room, coming into your car, and everything's a mess and everything's all dirty, right? You just don't want that because you're like, oh, what the heck? You just don't want to leave that bad first impression, right? Or even if they do know you, it's just not good to have a messy area, It's always good to have things clean. And not knowing that, but like if you constantly have like a dirty room, a dirty car, or a dirty environment, there's gonna be bugs eventually, and it's gonna smell bad, and then you're gonna lose your belongings, and then you're gonna stress, and it's gonna force you to procrastinate, because when everything's a mess, when everything is dirty, you're gonna be like, I'll clean it tomorrow, or I'll clean it next week, or I don't want to do this, I'll do this later. It's gonna like, he's not gonna like it, he's gonna hate it, it's gonna be useless, So that's why it's always important to make sure you always have a clean environment, to have a clean, everything is nice and clean, That way you ain't gotta stress about cleaning it. You don't have to clean everything every day. You can if you want to, but every single day, don't be paranoid, but like try to take time out of your day to organize this, to organize that, so you can know where your documents are at, so you can know where your shoes are at, to know where your clothes are at. Even with clothes, make sure you fold your clothes, make sure you get something for breeze, and like make sure your environment smells clean. Make sure to fold your clothes, like I mentioned before. Make sure you vacuum, you sweep, you dust, do all of that. You clean your bathroom, use Windex to clean your windows, do all of that, and you're gonna see how much it's gonna improve your life. You know. And also, what I like to mention is this. This is probably the last thing. Again, I'm gonna make a part two. I'm just kind of in a rush. But another thing I like to mention is to don't underestimate the importance of like organizing, cleaning out, and decluttering, and deleting the stuff on your phone, on your iPhone, on your Android, on your laptops, on your computer systems, on your electronics. Don't underestimate on deleting things you don't really need. You know, I struggle with this, but I know a lot of people struggle with this as well. Where like, whenever they have their phones or their laptops or their computers with them, they tend to have a lot of information or a lot of apps they don't really need, you know, and a lot of pictures and old videos they don't really need. So make sure if you don't need it, then why keep them, you know? I understand you gotta hold on to memories, that's different, but like, if you have stuff you don't really need, just take time out of your day to delete them, to organize them. Because if you have a clean phone, if you have an organized phone, if you have an organized laptop and a home computer, that plays a role in success just as much as taking care of your body and cleaning your environments. Because when you have things all over the place, you don't know where things are at. It's hard for you to look for things, especially when you're like, if you have subscriptions that you know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know what could happen. So always clean up your phone, always clean up your laptop and your computer, because when everything is unorganized, you don't know where things are at, it's gonna be hard for you to look for the apps you need to download, or the apps you need access, or like just finding things that you need access to, right? And you really don't want that, especially your Gmails. If you have a lot of spam messages, or if you have a lot of spam Gmail messages, take time out of your day to delete all that and to clean all that. Like, for real, like, take time out of your day to like eliminate all that, because you don't really need those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna make your life a lot better, especially at your work email and your home email. You know, declutter, delete all the spam or all the things you don't need. Because what if you're in a work situation, or if you have an important home life or a personal life where like people are sending you emails and you need quick access to them, if you can't find them, it's just gonna make your life extremely stressful. So what's the point of trying to look for these items? It's just gonna make you more stressful. And one of the main importances of improving your life, all the things I mentioned, the main purpose is to make your life easier. Well, not yet to make your life easier, but more so make your life a lot less stressful. You know, if you have all those things that I mentioned that's all over the place, that's like unorganized, everything's dirty, if you're not taking care of your body, if you're not cleaning your room, if your phone is not organized, if you have bad hygiene, all that's gonna add stress to your life. It's gonna make your life more chaotic. And being an adult, having responsibilities, especially if you have like a family, or if you're in a relationship, or if you have an important career or job, especially like in the military, or just any career or job in general, just life in general, just being an adult in general, even being a teen, being in high school. The main purpose is to make your life less stressful. And it already is stressful enough being a human, right? So imagine all that stress being thrown into you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna go well. It's just gonna add a lot of like dysfunction, like chaotic energy. And I feel like all the things I mentioned, if you're lacking all those things, in my opinion, I feel like that would develop bad habits. That would develop just forces you to procrastinate a lot and to become a lot more lazy, you know? And I feel like that's how people mess up their lives. I think that's how people go to the wrong path, or I think that's how people self-sabotage all their potential successes, because they're not taking care of all the things I mentioned. I'm not saying be paranoid about it, but always take into consideration into taking care of your body, cleaning your room, cleaning your laptop, cleaning your phone, organizing your emails, you know, knowing where things are at, listing priorities, taking time out of your day to enjoy yourself, working out, like I said before, developing habits, scheduling your day-to-day activities, scheduling on what you want to do for work, scheduling on what you want to do on your off time, you know. Everything has to be scheduled. Not saying be robotic or not to overschedule yourself, but more so just to have a set plan and take initiative, so you can have a sense of urgency and just so you can know what you want and things you need to get done throughout life. That's how you gotta look at it. I'm not saying burn yourself out or just stress yourself out. The main purpose is all the things I mentioned is to make your life easier and to develop better self habits and self control. And if you're lacking in any of those things, I feel like it could so easily make your life a lot harder. I feel like with life, it's actually quite simple and easy. Just people make it harder than it has to be through like stress, through trauma, through generational curses, through bad upbringings, through toxic people around them or like toxic family members. So it gets complicated. But the main purpose of the things I mentioned is to make your life less stressful. And I'm telling you, if you're able to master all those things I mentioned, and it's simple things too, it's not even hard. Like all these things I mentioned, it's basic human principles. If you're able to master all those things, I'm telling you, it's gonna skyrocket your life. It's gonna make your life extremely successful. I'm talking about this from experience. I do struggle with this as well, but like the more I do it, I see massive results throughout my life. It's making huge improvements, and it's gonna make you have a lot of breakthroughs. And it's gonna release all these setbacks and all the dumb shit that you gotta deal with. Just master all those basic things. Like I said, it's not even hard. It's easy. Master those things, and your life will be a lot more easier. But again, it's a quick video. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm talking kind of quiet, but and I was in a rush too. But I will make a part 2, or I will make a video like this, but more in depth. So like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. And comment down below on the things that you like to add to your daily schedules that you think people need to hear, that can help you improve your life. And I will make a part 2. I will go more into detail. But yeah, have a good one and good luck. Peace.